Hello, past me who was recording this commentary. This is even more future editing, Kuckles, here to inform the lowly visitors of more of my editing modes. Apparently, even after I unmuted my mic while recording, it completely destroyed the audio. So it's completely unusable. So the rest of this is going to be the continued commentary cast of The Witcher. So yeah, this is even future me
and that will be
recording
that.
over this.
I knew we'd manage.
That's so? Make sure and tell me beforehand next time.
My intuition's a fine instrument, Witcher. Don't underestimate it. I've some very good feelings about you, for instance. In several domains.
All that sexual innuendo that we're hearing again. Alright, so last time we got killed... Why last time? Fuck, it's been forever since I recorded this, and then I'm finding out that it's fucking fucked up in the goddamn thing, so I'm even more recording this. You're getting you're getting 3 different versions of me in this video. There's the version of me sitting there playing the game that you cannot hear, but he's sitting there explaining shit, and I know he's talking about something, I can't remember what. And then you have the version of me for the first 45 minutes that was like, oh shit, I fucked up my thing, and I'll record this like right after I played it. And now you're getting this me for the last half of this video, where I haven't touched this for a while because I was editing all the other videos I was making. So yeah, I played this a while ago from my perspective. So now we are continuing through this cave. And I'm taking a save because, you know, I got killed by that gargoyle and I do not want to redo it again. So up here I find out that I fucking went too far down the hallway and I should have taken a turn earlier. But right now I'm just looting.
Plans?
Depends what she wants.
Imagined it. How it will transpire. What will she say? What will she look like?
No.
I'm sorry for getting ahead of myself. At times I forget. We hardly know each other. Certainly not enough to discuss personal matters.
Yeah, see right here. If you notice on the minimap, the waypoint says turn the fuck left. But I went straight on, and I'm going straight on again. But I'm not going to fight the gargoyle again. Because I'm like, no, fuck that. That's not where I need to go.
Not to worry. We'll get there.
Finally realized my mistake. Good boy, past me.
Teleport over there.
We must activate it quickly. I've a feeling another golem's about to surprise.
Swallow.
Look, it worked. Come on.
I kind of hate when I accidentally cut off dialogue in RPGs like that. Because it's my first time playing, so I want to do the thing, but...
Look, we've managed to cross the bridge. This is where we saw the wild hunt.
Great. Means they're way ahead of us. Come on.
Yeah, so this part...
Wild hunt. Definitely.
They destroyed the Mage's sentries. They didn't come here for a friendly chat with the elf.
Meaning you ever thought they might have?
Apparently the Wild Hunt just have, like, mastery over ice magic or something, because they freeze shit all over the place.
Froze them before they could attack.
Shut up! Esai Isa. Jabba doin nilin yama. Ren! Shen Tabir!
The White Frost. Mage from the hunt summoned it. Can you seal those cracks it's blowing through?
They're too far. We must get closer. I shall shield us with Demetia Crest Surge. Stand at my side. Lari!
So this part's kind of annoying. I basically have to stay in the bubble or else I'll start freezing to death. Which isn't helpful. And I don't think Quen fully blocks it, but a couple times I end up out of the bubble and it doesn't really... It doesn't instantly start affecting me, so I think Quen kind of blocks it.
We must close them.
Want me to go?
I'll do it. Just cover me.
Yeah, we have to fight these dog things at each of the 3 locations. See, I'm out, and it's not hurting me, and then I get back in. So you just have to spend a little time outside the bubble, so it is a bit forgiving in that respect. Those dog enemies are mildly annoying. I don't think they ever touch the witch lady, whose name I can't remember right now, or read, because I'm watching this in my video editor, and it's making the video all compressed and small and not high quality, so I'm just kind of recording looking at that. But just letting you into the process of me having to sit here for however long the rest of this video is, probably another like 40-something minutes. And recording the secondary commentary, which actually, now that I think about it, I might split the video between past me commentary and this me commentary. So it might be 2 rather long videos, because the first commentary was what, 45 minutes? Yeah, it was 45 minutes. That's long. That's way long enough for a fucking video. And now I'm doing this commentary, and it's like, it's really weird how it fucked up my audio, though. It was like horrible screeching static. I was like, oh god, no. But I'm just glad that I record the game audio and my audio separately, because a lot of my earlier videos was combined game and voice into one audio track, which means first of all, they ended up sounding a lot worse, which is why a lot of my earlier videos, depending on the game, because there were a couple games that kind of lent itself well to being recorded like that, but depending on the game, like I was either really hard to hear or the game was way too loud. But then I figured out how to separate them during my recordings with Bandicam, because I record with Bandicam, and Bandicam can record the audio track separately. I just wasn't doing that because, I think this will work, so I'll do it that way. And I'm giving you a dialogue on how I record my stuff in the middle of me playing kind of a boring part of The Witcher. It's literally, we go to these 3 locations, fight dogs for a bit until she wins. Good. So that's a little insight into how I record these videos. Yeah, so that was one of the big problems with my earlier recordings. Also, my earlier recordings I recorded with a headset mic that I would use for gaming, and that honestly didn't lend itself well to good quality audio. So lately, for the videos I've been doing for the better part of most of this year, I had gotten myself a newer mic, which is a lot cleaner. I also make use of audio editing a lot more to remove a lot of the background noise and stuff like that. I don't go into individual editing, like editing out breaths or something, because that's, whatever. But stories kind of happen, so.
Kira! What's wrong?
It'll pass. That took a great deal of power.
Heyo.
Just don't faint on me.
Now, in your firm embrace, and a new life.
Love to be able to say we could stay here a while and rest.
I know. We must go on.
She does a lot of innuendo, and I like her as a character.
They blocked the passage. Maybe I can try.
Leave it to me.
There's some more quests later on I do with her, and I like her overall so far as a character I've met. She's one of the few characters so far that I've actually, like, I give a shit about what happens to her, and I hope she doesn't die eventually in the story.
Vela Glan.
Come, we might still catch them.
Thanks for your help. Pretty tough slog.
Good thing I came with you.
You'd never have managed without me, would you? Come now, admit it.
Yeah, never.
And then right here I'm like, oh, there's a mildly secret extra area. I'm gonna go look for treasure. But it's with all these farting mushrooms that you have to force push the dust and shit away. And I'm like, I get in this room, there's nothing fucking here. But the chest was like right near the entrance.
Damn it.
And these fog guys are really weird. Wasn't particularly hard in that respect, but alright, I picked something up. I think I got like a better boots or better piece of equipment or something. Yep. New boots. It's always nice to get new shit. And then I'm just going through checking everything else. I'm tired with... It's kind of weird. I'm watching this as a viewer and I'm like, God damn it, get back to playing the game. Me. Fucking Jesus. Get back to doing the things. It's like, well, technically, and when playing the game, I am doing the things, but as a viewer, it's kind of like, speed it up.
He awaits us.
I hate that drinking noise in The Witcher. It bugs me so much. This guy's a prick.
You're stubborn, Dwarf.
Geralt, I shall help you.
Step back.
Stop telling me what to do.
Damn, you're ugly.
Also, she's kind of like super necessary in this fight. She stuns him a bunch. But this is another annoying fight where, like that werewolf before, he regains health every once in a while. But he's like a staged fight, unlike the werewolf, which is kind of just a beatdown. This one's kind of like, yeah, he goes into this, teleports away, spawns some minions, and heals himself.
Stay calm. Focus.
It doesn't help that my silver sword breaks like halfway through this fight, I believe. Oh yeah, and if you attack anywhere near him, he does that bullshit force push thing. But this, realizing, yeah, that I attack it like an idiot. Realizing like, this is my first true fight with the Wild Hunt so far in this game. And, I don't know, based off this first guy, it's tough. But he's obviously a boss. Yawning. So it's basically a lot of back and forth here. Me dodging out of the way, running back and getting my Quen so I can attack, tank a free hit, run back. It's basically like in a fighting game, getting armor on your move. I'm just enhancing my sword attack to get some armor to survive a hit so I can get out of there or do the damage I want to do. I will relate many things to fighting games, because I like fighting games a whole bunches. You wouldn't know that from my channel, except for the couple Skullgirls videos I put up. But I do very much enjoy a lot of different fighting games. The only fighting game so far I haven't been able to properly get into is actually Street Fighter, which is surprising. Like, I played Street Fighter a little bit, but I can never get into it. I guess like, one of the things that really helps me hook into a fighting game is, like, there'll be, like, one character or something that I get really jazzed about. And like that pulls me into like learning more of the fighting game and stuff. And it's like it was that way with Tekken and Soul Calibur and Skullgirls and Mortal Kombat and Injustice. Injustice was easy because I was already DC Heroes and I was already a fan of several of them. But like there's always this character that sucks me in, and it's like, oh yeah, I want to play this fighting game so I can play as this character because I enjoy this character and what they do. Street Fighter, not so much. Like all the characters, like maybe it's because all the characters are like, these guys have been around forever. And it's like, this is Ryu, this is Chun-Li, this is Ken. It's like, these are all these characters, and it's like, well, I'm not particularly compelled by any of those characters. I mean, it's like they're ninja dudes or they're fighting peoples or whatever, and it's like, for some reason I just can't really invest myself into Street Fighter, even though I know Street Fighter is really fucking good, and I've played the good Street Fighters. But I've never been able to go very far into it because, I don't know, the je ne sais quoi of the hook is not there to get me into this. And, I don't know, I really want to get into Street Fighter. Or whatever. I spent this entire fight against a boss talking about fighting games and why I can't get into Street Fighter, but I really want to get into Street Fighter. That's really about it. I kind of like doing this commentary over gameplay because I just ignore these parts where I wouldn't be saying anything.
Are you well and whole? I feared.
Unnecessarily. Let's look around.
Nick is on strip. Another message for Siri.
It's another instance of where dialogue gets cut off. Now we'll go back to talking about The Witcher, where I mentioned this before, but I hate doing it accidentally, where I accidentally cut off dialogue by just doing things too quickly. Like, I don't like standing around waiting for them to exposit all of their optional dialogue to do the things, but you know, it's kind of necessary sometimes because they may say something interesting. And right now I'm just checking out sword stats, so I'm going to talk the fuck over this because this is not very interesting. I think, yeah, I'm looking for a replacement for my silver sword, but I don't find one. And I just kind of cut off the dialogue, and I don't like doing that, and it really breaks my shit when, like, they're in the middle of talking and I accidentally press A button on the thing and it's like cut off. You'll never get to hear that again unless you replay. And it's like, annoying.
Alright, let's watch this message.
Cyril, this place is no longer safe. Do not tarry here long. Trust no one. And above all, beware the witches of Crookback Bog. Try to reach the place where last we were together.
Where last we were together, not much to go on. Damn it.
Perhaps it's best he didn't leave a clearer message. The Wild Hunt broke in here. Surely they saw the projection.
They searched everything, and if they had more time, they'd probably have torn the place to the ground. But that doesn't change the fact that we haven't learned anything. Not about the elf, not about Ciri.
Well, we know they were well acquainted and traveling together.
Wonder why they split up.
Perhaps because the Wild Hunt was on the elf's trail, and Ciri would be safer if they did.
The witches of Crookback Swamp.
Crookback Bog.
Thank you for that.
Kira, if you're hiding something...
But I didn't say...
You know these witches?
I've never met them, but I've read of them. In an old manuscript I found in one of the huts in the village. It mentions the village witches venturing into Crookback Bog at times to liaise between the villagers and the crones, the ladies of the wood. The crones appear to be intolerant of outsiders, but they help the local folk. Apparently, they stop the spread of the plague in Velen.
What's your take on this?
I'd love to shrug it off as the nattering of so many old women, yet throughout my first fortnight in Velen, I had horrible nightmares. Something was calling me out into the swamps. One night, I decided to enter the dream consciously, render it lucid. I confronted the thing directly. It broke contact at once. Peaceful nights ever since.
Why didn't you say anything earlier? I told you Ciri had a run-in with a witch.
Well, I had no idea you meant them. If I'd told you something, you would have rushed off to find them. But we needed first to confirm that Ciri was here, didn't we? I shall tell you everything now, of course.
Now? After I safely led you through the cave?
I can't believe you'd think so poorly of me. Perhaps you do bear a grudge against sorceresses.
Mm-hmm. Can't imagine where that comes from. How do I find them?
The swamps are vast, dangerous, but they say the crones mark the way for peasants who wish to visit them. The manuscript mentions a chapel in Crookback Bog, and from that chapel one must follow a trail of treats.
Treats?
Of course. They didn't read you bedtime stories at Kaer Morhen. All normal folk know that witches live in gingerbread houses poised atop chicken legs.
I'll have to see that to believe it.
Take the tome and read it. I truly do believe you'll find your Cirilla. All right then. As a start, let's look for a way out of here.
Good idea.
So that leads into plot that'll pretty much
why did we
carry
even
over
come?
for the next several episodes of investigating more of where Ciri went and going after the witches. They'll tell you firsthand spoilers that the next few episodes we don't quite follow that storyline. We follow more of the Baron storyline with his
Must have burned these
missing
notes himself. The
wife
Hunt
and
wouldn't have
daughter.
bothered.
Meaning he knew they were looking for him.
Must have burned these notes himself.
Then I
The
double
Hunt
pressed
wouldn't
A
have
right
bothered.
there.
Meaning he knew they were looking for him.
What's this?
The potion I gave him. Seems he saw a use for it. Drank it.
Never actually find out what that was about. Or I haven't yet, at least, in how far I've played. Right here, just running around looking for investigative
Mysterious
things.
mage herbalist. Mysterious mage herbalist. Strange. My medallion's trembling, but there's nothing here. What's with this wall?
It's an illusion. I sensed it as well. I expected we might run into such things, so I brought this.
Meaning what?
The Eye of Nahalani. It dispels illusions. It's easy enough to build, so you're welcome to this one. It's bound to come in handy. And each time it does, you will think of me.
Thanks.
So yes, this is a cool random piece of kit that just unlocks more secret puzzle door areas. Gets rid of illusions.
Simple, isn't it?
Let's see where the passage leads.
Do you feel that? A flow of fresh air from the left. Must be an exit that way.
Good. Let's get out of here.
Wait, there's still the magic lamp.
The magic what now?
Lamp. The elf promised it to me in exchange for my help. And since his return here seems doubtful, I must retrieve it myself. If I can find it, that is. Will you help?
I'm unsure of anyone who would just reject this quest outright, and like, why would you not do it? It's like you're here, you might as well continue.
Yeah, I'll help.
Splendid. Come then.
Gavella Glan.
And basically it just means you go the opposite way of the exit and hang out in the cave a little bit longer. I meditate here to replenish my potions, because apparently meditating can just do that. I like that system a little bit, though it does seem like it's a bit easy, which I guess is why the higher difficulties turn that off, actually. Is something I learned about later. Too bad I'm not playing on those higher difficulties, because if I was, I might have quit this game a lot sooner. Game's hard enough for my liking so far, so until I get really good at it, I'm fine with this difficulty. That's me upgrading shit.
Looks like another damned riddle.
And this one is the first legitimate puzzle. It's super easy though, but it's an actual puzzle.
Inscription here.
Show me.
Can you translate the inscription? I can decipher maybe a third, but that third doesn't make much sense.
Give me a minute. I was never any good at the high variant of the Elder Speech. Alright. This might seem a bit literal. I'm afraid I can't replicate its sophisticated internal rhymes.
Just translate it to make sense.
4 guardians, 4 flames, standing proud in a line. The first to light his fire dared not march on the end. The second, by the first, played a woeful lament. The third kept close to his faithful beast. The fourth marched not beside the first, yet like the second played a tune. And thus they stood o'er their queen, who slept beneath flickering stars.
Sounds like a riddle, all right. All right, let's see if we can solve this.
So basically, the entire idea is there are these statues, and you need to make this. You need to line up the statues with oh, whoops, hit my table. You need to line up the statues with the lines of the little riddle and how they relate to them. I didn't actually. This is actually a good time for me to actually explain this, because in the video I was mostly silent because I was just thinking. But basically, it all relates to the statues that have like the dogs under them or the loots under them, because the first statue and the first part of the riddle has nothing, so it's the one directly next to the door on the right is the first, and then you go in order with the riddle. It's like which one has the loot.
What was that
which
inscription
one has...
again?
4 guardians, 4 flames, standing proud in a line. The first to light his fire dared not march on the end. The second, beside the first, played a woeful lament.
Second one has a loot.
The third kept close to his
Third one
faithful
has a
beast.
dog.
The fourth marched not beside the first, yet like the second.
Fourth one has the
played
loot
tune.
and the dog.
And thus they stood o'er their queen, who slept lit up like a charm.
Loot.
Wait.
Yeah, and I solve it instantly.
Behind
Dog,
that wall, a
and
movement.
then loot and dog over here. And this is the end of her quest. This is literally it. This is all this quest
Whose
was.
grave is it? What do you think? No inscription, sadly.
Sign of the gull. If I didn't already know where she was buried, I'd guess this is Laura Doran's sepulcher.
Perhaps it's a monument to her.
Can't see the elves commemorating her this way. Heroine of a tragic legend to some, but most see her as a traitor to her race, who got her just deserts for marrying Cregennan of Laud.
Perhaps the elven mage is Lara's kin. It would explain why he's helping Ciri.
Possible. This what you're looking for?
Uh-huh.
So what's it supposed to do?
I hope I'll be able to activate it. Let's leave this place, shall we?
The unfortunate part of that interaction, and that's the end of the quest, that's literally it, that's all you had to do, But the unfortunate part of that interaction is it's got to be all past game stuff that completely goes over my head. I don't have any idea about any of that.
Place of power. Should draw from it.
Oh yeah, and there's a monster back here I fight. And this place of power makes me think that it will be useful against the monster. So for the first bit of this battle, I try using Yarden, I think it is. Yeah, whatever, the purple one. Yarden. I try using that against it. So it's like, well, the place of power is right here. It should work. It doesn't. But I think it can. So, yeah, I'm going into the bestiary looking for the golem to see if I can't see if it has a weakness I can exploit. But apparently just fighting the beasts don't actually update your bestiary to proper knowledge of how to beat them. Maybe if you fight enough of them, it'll update you to what's good and what's not good, but
shit.
At the mom, it doesn't tell me. So turn on Quen, and I get ready for fight thing. And I mentioned this in the last commentary, but fighting this guy is pretty simple. Look, he's completely unaffected by Yard. Fighting this guy is honestly pretty simple. It's just wait for him to charge, hit him in the back. That's literally it. And I equated it very much to in Batman Arkham Asylum fighting the Titans or the Bane fight. Because it's literally the exact same thing. Just a big muscle guy, wait for him to charge and run into a wall or some shit and hit him in the ace. Which means this fight can be very easy on any difficulty, as long as you can dodge. And as long as you keep dodging. The only thing that changes is the amount of time it takes. Obviously, higher difficulties taking longer, but, you know. I don't know, do I want to break into a different subject of other things? Because, let's see, we had a nice discussion about how I do my recordings. Then we talked about my feelings on fighting games and the fact I can't get into Street Fighter.
Come on, come closer.
Oh no. This fight is decently long because it's just a lot of me dodging and shit. And then, yeah. I mean, this is pretty much it. End of the video's coming up soon. So, that's nice. That is fairly nice. I don't know if I actually explained it, but the episode 10, because I've already made that episode into a thing and uploaded it. But episode 10, I said at the end that I was going to do some training and level up my character. I actually did record myself doing all that training and what I did, but I decided to scrap all that footage because it was really fucking boring and it was really long. And if I split it up into my normal episode length, it would have been like 3 episodes of me dicking around back in the first playable area. And basically what I did is I went and cleared out the first playable area. I did everything. I did all the question mark things that appear on the map. They're not specifically side quests. They're just kind of like, go here and do a thing. And it was like me taking out ghoul nests and finding hidden treasure and little tidbits of stuff. Overall, I felt that wasn't really worth putting up in video form, so we just skipped it. But basically, from that episode, I did like level up, I think once or twice. I think it was only like once. And I collected a little bit of new gear. It really wasn't worth it overall, to be honest. Like, the experience is nice, but overall, it wasn't worth putting into videos and showing you guys, because it wasn't really that interesting. And I honestly, after this episode, I do another sort of training session but it's more, I went to Craftsman and, like, built better armor. And that's basically what it's gonna be, is I went and built a bunch of better armor. But that's for next episode, obviously, and I don't want to give away spoilers, since I'm weirdly in a position where I'm showing you new content, but I myself have been way past this, and I could spoil my own videos, which is a weird thing to do. Yeah. So here we're looting. Basically, this is kind of the wind down, to be honest with you. I'm just collecting loot. This episode's basically over.
Place of power.
I find out right there that places of power respawn surprisingly quickly. And yeah, we're just running out of the cave at this point. Do a quick cheeky save just in case, because I will not tell you. I was burned on that a lot. In my training session thing of saves.
We going?
Because it auto-saves randomly.
Something here. Where's that artifact Kira gave me?
At last. But it was worth it, right? You learned something about Ciri in the end. Something important.
Do you intend to venture into Crookback Bog? You must tell me about it afterwards.
Don't know that I'll get the chance.
Geralt, there are two types of men. Those who see opportunity and take advantage, and those who forge the opportunities themselves. I've always seen you as an example of the latter. Besides, I've a favor to ask you. So, visit me sometime?
Yes, that's what I say.
I'll stop by. You can be sure.
In that case, I shall be waiting.
See ya, Kira.
Seriously, why do portals in The Witcher just look like Netherrealm portals? I can't help but think Mortal Kombat when that shit happens. Alright, so we are at the end of the episode, and right here, past me, is explaining what we are going to do and what is going to happen. And, well, future me is going to have to do pretty much the exact same thing. Basically, in between this episode and the next episode, I go to several blacksmiths and try to forge better armor and weapons. I believe I smith myself a better silver sword as well. The armor I will smith myself looks ridiculous, and I would really like it to be changed, but I can't get better armor until I level up, and leveling up in this game is exceedingly slow. So, we'll be stuck in funny looking armor for a little while until I finally get another level up past that. But that's basically all that's happening on the next episodes, or is on the next episode. Well, actually, no. That's basically what happens in the in-between. The next episode, we actually start off with something pretty exciting, as we're going to take down Werewolf Friend once and for all, because we powered up. We went to the gym, we had a Rocky montage, and we are ready to fight that werewolf bastard in where he lives, and win, and defeat him. And there's probably a way to resolve that quest maybe more peacefully, but fuck it. I am a monster hunter, and I will hunt monsters regardless of their mildly sad backstories. And that'll all happen next time on The Witcher. For me, this is Editor Brett saying, have a good day. This is Past Brett also saying, have a good day, and see you next time. So, or Past Kuckles. Whatever, I referred to myself as myself. Anyway. Next time on Kuckles Plays. Fucking goddamn. I hope this audio issue doesn't happen again. Son of a bitch.